Thank you for joining us for our 9th annual Walk to Remember ceremony and Walk to Remember. Today's ceremony arose from a loss of a child. For me, today's ceremony is meant not just to remember and hopefully heal through celebration. It is also about humanity, as those of us who have not experienced the loss of a child take a time out to demonstrate compassion, support, and empathy. So thank you for joining us today as we remember and celebrate.
It's hard to describe to someone who's never had a loss what it is that you go through. And when you have multiple, like I've had 3 miscarriages, I've had 5 angels in heaven, my oldest was a twin, I've lost her twin. So at the same time I sit here and go, I have a beautiful 7-year-old daughter, but I should have 2 beautiful 7-year-old daughters, and don't. That it's nice to see the hospital and the community doing something that allows families and parents to come together for a moment to just remember and to think about and to cherish and what could have been.
It's a very lonely experience because it's not very often talked about. And when you do talk about your lost child, a lot of times people that have not experienced this feel very uncomfortable, and they make you feel uncomfortable for talking about your lost child. And so events like these are very safe. You know, you can come here and you can talk about your child. We don't get to say our child's name very often. And so at events like these, they're very helpful. I love hearing my son's name. I love sharing his story. I love talking about him, just like anybody loves talking about their living children. And at events like these, I feel free and I feel safe doing so. I feel able to connect with others that understand those feelings and feel less lonely. It's kind of like sending something up to your child, you know, depending on your beliefs, obviously. But if you believe that your child is in heaven, sending a balloon up to heaven, it's kind of like sending him a toy of some sort, or just, you know, connecting with them. I connect a lot with butterflies with my son. So when I see butterflies, that kind of reminds me of him. And sometimes I feel like he sends me signs. I don't know if it's true, but that's what it feels like to me. I get little signs from butterflies, and that's a big connection for me. For those that are going through this experience, I would definitely suggest to reach out. There's lots of organizations out there that help with families or help with situations like these, and they help with the grief. There's support groups, there's online support, there's support like this in the community. Reach out. Don't isolate yourself, because it is isolating.